Hello, everybody. Welcome into Friday night, August 30th, 2024. Ken Style Live with the Zoom Homies. 3 minutes late, the Zoom Homies with Ken Style Live. I apologize for the delay. I kind of lost track of time. We were having dinner. And at Glad Step, according to the clock in there, I had plenty of time. According to the computer clock, I was already late. So I am late. I see Tony Wallow gifted 50 memberships tonight, but I don't see any names under there. So that's interesting. Thank you, Tony. Thank you for that generous gift to the channel of gifting 50 memberships. Hopefully they either went through or you get your money back, one or the other. Wait a minute. I'm sorry. There are 2 times that he gifted 50 memberships. There's one at the beginning of chat, and there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 8
존
memberships
윌리엄즈
that were
세드
gifted
헬로
out.
레더슨.
And then the second one, hello, John. Later, husband. Yes. I had those on today when I was playing golf. Mike Wojcik is in chat. Hello, chat. I did not even doc chat yet. That's what's wrong. All right. So we got Bill, we got Rich, we got Greg, we got Jeff, we got Sam, Ghetto, and Chris Garrett in chat already. Hello, gentlemen.
Hello. Howdy.
Long Dog is in chat. He says, I be here. I be here too. I be in Indiana. It feels like I'm forgetting. I know SpeakerBot's working because I've heard a couple of those already. I got Mrs. K's monitoring going. Yeah, maybe I'm up to, maybe I do have this running right. I don't know.
토니 왈로우 세드 노마루.
Okay, Tony says audio is normal, and somebody did the Doug Betts Keen. What is that yelling in the background? If you can hear that background noise, that's pretty good because that's the Korean, English, Russian, I don't know, whatever she's watching on Netflix. Let me close the door, and possibly that will eliminate the yelling in the background.
제프 리맨 세드 에비노말.
Okay, the door is closed, so hopefully you won't be hearing anything coming out of the background. Because that's the only thing I could think that it could be because she's watching something there. Abby Normal. Yes, really. Oh.
Can you hear the perfect storm I'm watching?
No, but I can hear the perfect storm of thunder and lightning that's going on out there that's got me a little bit concerned. In fact, I'm going to do something I rarely do, and I'm going to get on my phone while I'm streaming. And it does say we have isolated thunderstorms right now.
Saw that little short you had earlier. Rain was coming right down there.
That was yesterday, and that was at my little brother's house. And
Yeah,
it was
where you were.
Yeah, I was visiting him. It was interesting because when the rain first started, it was coming down left to or right to left at an angle, and then it got to where it was literally coming straight down, and then a few minutes later it was going left to right at the opposite angle. So it was pretty cool. It was a nice little storm.
You got to
do what, Chris?
Explain that like Forrest Gump.
Explain it like Forrest Gump. I don't know how Forrest Gump would. It was raining.
You don't remember the raining scene in Vietnam? Even had rain.
Gosh, as many times as I've seen that movie, I ought to, but it's not coming to mind.
What movie?
Forrest Gump.
How?
The rain scene.
Oh, I think he said something about when it was at night, wasn't it? When he made a comment about the rain.
It rained. It rained.
Rained for 40 days. Big old
When the
drop.
girl asked him about how what it was like in Vietnam, and he talked about the rain.
I don't remember that part, and I've seen that movie a few times.
It's on right now.
That doesn't surprise me. What's it on TNT?
Now, let me see.
I didn't realize that TNT had bought the rights to the Shawshank Redemption. It explains a lot. That's why you see it all the time on TNT.
It's on the movie channel.
Oh, okay.
Just started an hour ago.
Who is
No,
it?
I'll be here for the half hour, and then I'll hang around till about whenever. And I've got to check my blood sugar at midnight tonight because the day's just been all out of whack. Did watch Doug today. Did get some more pictures downloaded and recovered. And then I worked on a project that I uploaded for Rick to show how you change your timeline. And then my buddy called and said, "Do you want to play golf?" And I was like, "Yeah, sure." So I went and played golf. And it was good. Checked my blood sugar in the middle of the night. Only if I don't feel well would I do that. I'm on a very, very strict, regimented, every 2 hours, sort of, kind of. I mean, it's not ordered. I check it in the morning. I eat breakfast. I check it 2 hours later. I eat dinner. I check it 2 hours later. Today was a caveat to that. I got up this morning. My blood sugar this morning was 138. We had breakfast late, like usual. Jake called and said, "You want to play golf?" I said, "Sure." I forgot all about checking my blood sugar. We went and played golf, and when we came in from the front nine to the clubhouse to cool off because it was 94 or 5 degrees outside, the owner of the golf course's birthday's tomorrow, and she was handing out cake to everyone for her birthday. I initially said, "I don't want any cake. I'm really working on keeping my blood sugars low. I don't want to do that. And, I appreciate the offer." And she understood. Well, she gave us a slice of cake. And when I say us, Mrs. K went. And I think I have 35 videos to work on later. So I took about 3 bites of the cake. Now, it was good. I'll tell you, it was a raspberry bundt cake with, I'm not sure what the icing was. I think it was cream cheese, but man, it was good. What little bit I had was good. And everyone convinced me that, well, we're going to go play the back nine, so you're going to burn all that off. We'll see. I said, you know what? When I get home, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to check my blood sugar. And as it worked out, it was right at 2 hours. It was 6. We got home about 10 minutes too late, and I killed 10 minutes. My blood sugar, after having a little bit of a cake, not a whole piece, was 126 after 2 hours. So that's excellent. That is fantastic. Now, we tried an experiment with dinner tonight. Dinner tonight, we had French fried sweet potatoes. And I want to tell you, they're not half bad. So we'll see how well that goes over with my blood sugar and go from there. It's hard to nibble on something like a good cake. No, yes, you're right, Long Dog. It is very hard, whatever. But no, I took two very small forkfuls.
존
And
윌리엄즈
I
세드
was
구착햄 프라우드 오브 유.
dedicated to it. Thank you, John. And I'm hoping tonight at midnight, when I check my blood sugar, that we had fish. That's our Friday night deal. We know that. We weren't going to have white potatoed French fries. I read where sweet potatoes are actually good for diabetics, and we'll see. We will see. It was good. They were good. Put a little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper on it, and you really can't tell any difference between them and normal French fries. I did win playing golf today. That was another very interesting part of the day. I had 4 straight holes that my par putt got within 3 inches of the hole and then stopped. Or it got to the hole and then faded out 3 inches. 4 straight holes. Take those away and I have a hell of a good game. But it happens. I was ahead most of the game. It fluctuated anywhere from 3 to 5 shots, and it just he caught up a couple times, and then I went back ahead of him, and it was a combination of I was getting extremely lucky. At the same time, he was getting extremely unlucky. In point in cases, I shot a 4 on a hole. He shot a 7 on a hole. That's a 3-point swing. That's a 3-shot swing right there. And these things happen. It was nice to be on the receiving end or the giving end of that because I'm the one that gained the 3 strokes. Hello, Mr. I'm 14 minutes late. And without my camera on. And without my microphone on. And Alex did send me a message while I was golfing. I did not use the phone today, except Mrs. K had my phone the entire day. The entire time we played, she had it. The only time I had my phone was after the hole was over. I would record my score, and that was it. Put it back on the video and give it to her. My son called, my brother called, and Alex sent me a message. And I did not know all of that until I got home from playing golf tonight. I'm not mad at Mrs. K for not saying anything. I honestly don't think she even noticed, the truth be known. So, Mike Ojek was in the supermarket today and saw something that made me think of Zoom homies, a can of Ocas.
He didn't think of all the homies, only part of them.
Probably only a couple, maybe even one. So, Sam, has the background noise gone away or is it still there?
It has gone away.
And it probably was the TV in there. I'll probably catch a copyright notification from that. I'm due one. Any day now, I'm actually really due one. So, a little frustrated. The old computer worked flawlessly as far as the operation of DaVinci working. But I was getting so frustrated. There was a couple other things I wanted to do, but I'm watching the time. I know what time he wanted to play golf. We were 10 minutes late, by the way.
Well, if you want some attention, I could try to play an Eagles song very loud in the background here.
No. That probably would clearly get me a strike. I don't even want to test those waters. I can deal with the occasional copyright notification.
I know, it's interesting how some of them are just so adamant. It's got to cost them a bunch of money to monitor stuff like that much.
And a couple good lawyers on retainer. Yeah, there's some saying.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Long Dog says, "Oh man, okra, it's getting to be a traumatic experience." It's not traumatic to me because I'm not ever going to try it.
Okra is always traumatic.
That
If
I'll tell you guys something after the stream's over.
Make a combination of okra, cooked spinach, not raw, but the old cooked spinach out of the can that was so stringy and had vinegar on it.
Yeah.
And some stringy asparagus and some stringy sweet potatoes and some Brussels sprouts boiled until they're mush. You put those in stew and gave it to me, I would probably die. My dad's grandma was from the old Southern school of cooking vegetables. You boil them till they're mush.
Wow. John Williams said, "I did really good today too. 32 gigabyte of Trident Z DDR4 RAM, 700 watt power supply, RGB thermal take, CPU cooler, 500 gigabyte Samsung M.2 980 storage for $50. Wow. Wow, that's amazing. The Drifter PH, hello.
Did you knock somebody in the head for that or what?
Yeah, really. Really. Hello to the Drifter PH. Good to see you, my friend. I am feeling better. I've been streaming all week and I've gotten my strength back. I actually finished 18 holes of golf today. And other than my legs are heavy, I feel pretty good. I feel actually very good. So we will see. I've been invited to play at 9 o'clock in the morning on Sunday morning. Now, as you know, Mrs. K works Saturday night and Sunday night, which means she gets off at 6:30 on Sunday morning. And for me to try to turn around and play golf at 9 o'clock might be difficult. I told him I would let him know on Sunday morning. So we'll see. Rain is now falling. I can hear the raindrops hitting on the side of the house. So hopefully don't lose electricity, which we haven't had in a while. So,
well, this is a first. I've never had this happen to me before. My customer just texted me
Stop.
and asking
Stop.
me if she can come now, and I'm like, nope, it's too late. You can't show up at 9 o'clock at night.
Did I not say stop twice? I mean, somebody, am I losing my ever-loving mind?
You said stop twice.
That's what I thought.
I thought
You
the other
did.
night you said we aren't going to talk about his.
We're not going to talk about it live. We're not going to talk about it in the after Zoom. We're not going to talk about it, period. And since we are obviously disrespectful and don't catch the word stop twice, remind me to tell you something after the stream that I will get my point across, but I'm not going to do it live. And it involves the STFP. I think that's right. Or STUF. Let's go with that. You'll figure that out.
Flip a couple of letters there, but I got the idea.
Shut the up.
Yep.
Oh, gosh. Just ruined my day. Seriously. Just ruined my day. And I had a decent day.
He just goes on when you say stop.
I figured by saying stop as forcefully as I did, he would stop. I figured the second time that he would stop because I was a little bit more forcefully. So I promised I would never put him in the waiting room on a live stream. Well, unfortunately, I had to break that promise. I did put him in the waiting room. I didn't kick him out. I should have kicked him out, but I did not. I guess I'm getting soft in my old age.
He's still in the waiting room?
As far as I know he is. I'm not going to go look. He's still in the waiting room. I went and looked.
Stop, don't
Some
move.
other people might have things to say too.
That, and we're not going to if Alex, we're not going to discuss it. Period. Oddly enough, though, Mrs. K and I were talking about that today on our way to golf. Must be in the air. Long Dog says it was a good friend of his, 30 miles north, and he had given me a lot of stuff a few months ago. He gave me a 50-inch Samsung TV. If it worked, that would be nice. That'd be real nice. Although 50 inches is, I've actually had a 50-inch monitor TV in front of me here, and while it's super nice, I mean, I literally don't need any other monitors because I can split that screen up pretty good. But it's just it's just ginormous. It's huge. Plus the way I've got the side monitor set up, I would have to figure out how to redo them, and that's just too much work for me. So, I got my time screwed up tonight. I thought I would be doing double duties today. That actually took place at 7 o'clock this morning. Needless to say, I was a little late getting to the party. I thought for sure they had said 7 p.m. California time, which would be 10 o'clock my time. And actually it was 7 a.m. and somehow the wires got crossed. But it was all good. It was very enjoyable. It was a celebration of someone's channel I'm subscribed to for her 3-year anniversary on YouTube. So I was relatively honored to be asked to be a participant in that. So not that my 2 cents mattered to anybody, but it was fun. And then I got to thinking, I'm on my 4th year now. I started in 21. 21 to 22 is 1. 22 to 23 is 2. 23 to 24. I'm 3 years into my adventure. So this is 4 years will be starting here in March. There we go. ISO worked. And now I got to get, excuse me, I got to get with One Fish 26 Sam, and we've got to get that announced. I think that would be a decent announcement if Wintermute gave a shout out to William Dawson, and it says shout out to William Dawson. Go check them out at YouTube. And that's going to be his channel. I think if the speaker bot would actually say that as well, I think that in a decent voice too. I don't want any of the random Natasha and Boris and Bullwinkle voices. I want it to be something that's really good. Jeff liked that one.
Well, I think it shouldn't say the link. I think it should just say go check them out.
Well, if
Because
can
the
we
link is
restrict
full
it
of-
to saying that?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, because if it says check them out at youtube.com, blah, 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 yeah, I agree. That's a good point. Oh, that was good, Thunder. Lights didn't flicker, so that's good. Hello, Angie. Or Angel. I'm terrible. We need simple names here. We need simple names. We were joking about that at the clubhouse tonight about I graduated from Eminence. I know 2 and 3. Yes, Alex, what do you want?
I got a YouTube question.
All right.
I know it's strange for me to have okay. So I made an unlisted playlist and I made all the videos inside the playlist unlisted. If I give someone a link to one of the unlisted videos in that playlist, is it possible for them to then somehow gain access
OneFish26
to
said, would you
all
like
of
to
the
play a
other
game?
videos in that unlisted playlist because that one video is part of a playlist?
I don't know.
That makes sense.
Yeah, if you have a playlist of 10 videos, you give someone the link for one video, and will that allow them to watch the other 9 videos? I don't know. I would think if it's in an unlisted playlist, the link's going to be the same to all of the videos because that gets you into the playlist. So maybe it would work.
No, as far as I know, it's the playlist has its own link. There's a link to the playlist, and then each
존
individual
윌리엄즈
video
said, My friend
has a
is a
separate
test
link.
of computer parts and electronics and
Okay,
can
well
do
then
whatever
no.
he
The
wants
answer
with
to your
the
question would
items
be
he
no.
chooses.
If there's a separate link for the playlist as opposed to individual links for a individual video, then the answer to your question is no. They would see that video and that video only.
That's what Wintermute said in chat.
That's
Okay.
the way I thought it worked. I just wanted to make sure there wasn't some backdoor crazy method that they would be able to gain access to all of the other videos in said playlist.
Well, John
Well,
Williams, good friend there.
Yeah, very good friend.
I mean, $50 for all of that.
Does he have any graphics cards that are like? So far, the little changes that I made to the old machine seem to have made the problems I was having in DaVinci go away. That 16-minute video today actually rendered out in 1 minute and 55 seconds. So
you've got DaVinci on the old machine as well as on your new build.
Correct. Until I get the graphics
You've only
card.
got the graphics. You got a graphics card on the old machine.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And apparently, I was watching a video earlier today. Apparently, hello, Christina Dow. Apparently, you can put an internal thing in your computer that is made by Blackmagic Design, which probably comes with a cost, that you don't even use your graphics card to do anything. It's all done through this little gizmo. I'll send you the link and you can watch it and try to figure it out because
I watch a guy that does a lot of computer building and network building and stuff for churches, and he uses a lot of that Blackmagic stuff when he builds computers. It's called like a deck it's called like a Deck Link Mini or something.
I don't
They
remember
have
what he called it, but yeah,
devices.
there is a specific name for it. I am subscribed to Christina. I thought that I was. Thank you for joining. I appreciate that so much. Let me take care of
Well,
some
if you just go straight
business.
to Blackmagic Design's website, they have a lot of equipment. Their thing right on their front page tonight is a camera for $15,000.
Only 15,000?
Well, they're giving you $5 off. $14,995.
I better go count the
It's
change I
possible
left
that-
on the kitchen table.
Yep.
It's possible they have like a graphics card that sits out in a box
designed for
Yeah,
them.
it was interesting to watch, and I do intend to watch it again when I don't have 12 different things going on at one time. I want to see it with no distractions whatsoever, and when I was watching it, I was distracted. I had a few things that I was trying to get accomplished. I almost came in here about 9:45 and was going to move the stream back to about 10:15, but then I thought, no, I will make sure I get done eating in time to make it to the stream. And I did take my medicine before eating, which is rare. I usually eat and then take my meds, but tonight, knowing how she was cooking, I did it the opposite way. Am I talking to myself now? William Reed's asking me, are you talking to yourself? Oh, at One Fish. Oh. Oh, my goodness.
It brings to mind, that YouTube question brings to mind an OBS question. Why, when you're recording, I usually like to record in MP4 format instead of OBS, but MP4 format does not allow you to pause the recording. So MKV or some other format does. So why can you not pause a OBS?
I didn't realize you could set I didn't realize you could set what format you're recording in. I pause my videos all the time.
Oh, my question was, why can you not pause a OBS recording if you're recording it in MP4?
Right, and I answered that with, I didn't realize you could go into OBS and designate you wanted to record in MP4. I will have to check that out.
I don't think the default recording format is MP4. Because
okay, so
MP4,
are you just pissing me off for the hell of it tonight, or what? I just got through saying twice, I didn't realize in OBS you could go in and set it to record only in MP4. I pause videos every time I record. I paused today because Mrs. K walked in and started running her mouth. So I paused it. When she was done, I unpaused it. So give me a chance to go into OBS and look it out, and I'll get back to you on that. If you can't pause your video, then I don't know why. But I will have an answer for you by, I don't know, 11:15, if it takes that long. Yeah, Ghetto.
Hey, Alec, would you like to borrow my hearing aid tonight?
No. I've got way better hearing than you, even with both hearing aids.
John Williams said goodbye, Ken.
Really? You got way better hearing. Are you sure?
I doubt that.
Positive.
We'll discuss it here in a few minutes. I want to thank everyone on YouTube for being here. We are at 10:31, so I've made up my half hour for being late. I want to thank Tony Wallow for the 50 I know some went through, and the 50 probably went through. That's 100 memberships. That would be awesome. Thank you, Tony. The thing I did notice was they didn't pop up like they normally do. Normally when you give someone a membership, it tells the person you're getting to, and I didn't see that tonight. So hopefully everything is good there. Also want to thank the Zoom homies for being here. Bill, Rich, Greg, Jeff, Sam, Darren, Alex, Ghetto, and Chris with Max. Thank you so much. Thank you, One Fish, for the Super Chat donation. I actually gave a Super Chat donation to someone today. It's kind of interesting. I'm going to explore into that a little bit more. So thank you, everyone. Thank you, Christina, for being here. Thank you, Angel, for being here. John, as always. Mike Wojcik, thank you. Wintermute, always good to see you in chat, my friend. Long Dog, I hope you get to feeling better. I really hope that your toe heals. If it hasn't by now, you might want to go see a doctor. That's about it. Thank you, everyone.
Wintermute said goodbye, Ken.
Hey,
see ya.
Hey, Ken.
Yeah.
OneFish26 said
Alex
goodbye,
says
Ken.
He can hear just fine. He must have not have been paying attention to you. He was